Hi, this is Cool Hand Mike. We're going to talk about TAS project files and bk2 files today, about what they are and what they contain. So I'm going to use the Revenge of Shinobi submission that I had done. You can download it from this link here and click here, this download whatever bytes, and you'll get a zip file with a compressed bk2 file, which you can load up in BizHawk and play the movie. So we're going to look inside and see here, extract here. So we have a bk2 file. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to extract it to a folder. Rename it to a zip file and extract. As you can see here, there's a couple files. Comments. This was originally a gens file. Doesn't surprise me that that information's in there. The header, the emulator information, re-record information, the author, the EMU version, platform, game name, hash, core, and whether it was PAL or not. The input log has the inputs that you'd expect for a Genesis to have. Up, down, left, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, mode, start, all that. And if you scroll down, you can start seeing inputs. Subtitles, there are no subtitles in there, so you wouldn't see any. And then there's these sync settings, which are just for BizHawk. You don't need to, I wouldn't suggest messing with those. Now we are going to create a TAS project file. Let this run a little. Let's put some input in here. All right, so we are going to save this. And we have a TAS project file here. But let's make this a little more interesting by adding in a couple branches and markers. Start. Just gonna add in some stuff here. So you can kind of see a difference. Start S, end S. Let's add in a subtitle. Test subtitle, okay. Going to save it. And now we're going to look inside. One thing to notice with the TAS project file is that it is much larger than the bk2 file. Almost like 2.5 megs. So let's take a look inside. Going to copy it, and it too is a zip, a compressed file. And we are going to extract it to a folder. As you can see, there are a couple different new files in here. Green zone is the save states. That is what is making up most of the extra space. You see the green zone settings. There's a little different lag log here. Like, these are basically text files. Some of them you will not be able to read. Others you can. As you'd expect, you saw there are subtitles, some markers, 142, 149 as expected here, the input log, Okay. See these random S's I put in there for start. The header, as you can see, it's a little different as from the other one that I showed with the bk2. This is the BizHawk 2.4 emulator, or 2.5 emulator. Re-record 3, very low. Comments, no comments. Now the one thing to look here that is very different is the branch folder. But it's not difficult to understand. It has the number here, 0, corresponds to these, essentially. You have a 0 branch. That's what the 0 input log refers to. Very basic. You can see it's a little different from the other one, only 2 S's. This one should have a bunch of those other ones that don't really do anything. Yeah, see? One thing that you could try and do if you wanted to is you can modify the file here and just paste it right into the piano roll. One thing you do have to be wary of if you're doing that is that if this doesn't match what this is expecting, you will not be able to copy and paste. So just be aware of that, but it is an option. You can try that if you want to. The markers, yeah, there's no markers for the first one, for here. Now, that essentially is it with the TAS project file. What you can do to cut down on the size, since it is kind of large, if you want to share this file, what you can do is you can clear the save state history here, edit, clear save state history, and then save it. And now, as you can see, the TAS project file is only 127 kilobytes, much smaller than the previous one of 2.5 megs. Now, that is pretty much how the files are and what's in them. I hope you found this informational, so thank you. Have a good day.